It's that time again. Time for some real talk about real issues to enhance your real life. Whatever you think, whatever you know, whatever you feel, Tanya doesn't mind talking about it. Get ready for some real talk that is always rated R, because Talk with Tanya has got to be relevant. Talk with Tanya has got to be refreshing. But most importantly, Talk with Tanya has got to be real. Tune in right now for Real Talk with Tanya White.
Hello, welcome once again to the Real Talk with Tanya White live interviews with 2025 Today's Woman, Most Admired Woman nominees. We just got off the broadcast with Olivia Rayleigh. Now we have Dierdre Taylor. She is in the healthcare category, and she's just coming from the gym. Listen, I hope she worked out for me. Dierdre, did you work out for me too?
Girl, I could be in there for 2 hours and not even work out enough for me. So
I know sometimes when I went to the gym, you're right. You could be in there 2 hours and then you get to looking, you get to talking. You can say, I should do this. I'm going to do this. And then you're like,
I just got my cardio on tonight. I will lift tomorrow. So
that's right.
You know?
Well, thank you so much for doing this. How does it feel to when you got that nomination that you were 2025 nominee for Most Admired Woman?
So honestly, this is my third nomination.
Okay,
so
third?
Yeah, my third year in a row. So I am hoping that third year is the charm. But are you kidding? It is a huge honor. Like, I can't even express how much it means to me. And there are so many amazing women that were nominated. Like, to be up there with them, it's so humbling. I mean, I know where I grew up and what I came from and how hard I've worked, and in the industry that I'm in is not like anyone else's. Mm-hmm. So I've got so many, hurdles to overcome, but it's just truly, truly an honor. Like, I can't even express that enough, how much of an honor it is.
Yes, third time in a row, and you just feel still like you have the tone of a new excited. It's like, this is my first time, but it is such an honor. I've been following Today's Woman for decades, ever since Kathy Zion. I used to go to the doctors and I see this Today's Woman first, the title alone. I'm like, okay, I'm a Today's Woman. And I would read the articles and see it everywhere. But to get the nomination, it is an honor. It is exhilarating. It is exciting meeting wonderful women like yourself, and just finding out what you do. And I'm like, I'm reading through everybody's bio. I'm like, I didn't even know she was in Louisville. Why is it taking me so long? No. But I love this platform. So you said you were in healthcare, Dierdre. Tell us what you do and how you got there.
So I own 502 Hemp and 812 Hemp. So I am in the cannabis healthcare. So it's like I said, it's completely different from what everyone else does. Mm-hmm. I got into this business though because I have my own anxiety, debilitating PTSD sometimes, but my husband, he has seizures. So that really brought us into the industry, and we've been doing this legally since 2014. And it made such a huge difference for him. So I started studying more and just educating myself, and then being able to educate others. And that's kind of where I stand. I'm different from a lot of other places that sell these kind of products. I'm more about the education side. I'm more about the quality side. I have my own brands because I did not like what was on the market. I've spent a lot of time working on common sense regulations with legislators. I sit on a few boards. I'm actually the president of the Kentucky Hemp Association.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've worked really hard to build this industry up. And now with medical passing, I was also on the governor's advisory committee board for that, to get that passed. Now, I did not win a license, unfortunately. That was, talk about a tough thing to deal with. Because of course I wanted that. I wanted to be one of the first, and also because I care. I mean, people need these products, and I have so much anecdotal evidence how much my products help, how much CBD helps, how much
Mhm.
THC helps. And it's my passion. And I love being able to give back and be in my community doing that kind of stuff and helping people when, I hate it when people come to me as like a last resort. That I should be their first resort
Yes.
because I can probably help them not take any medications and not be on opiates. I mean, my
Yes.
husband still has seizures, but they are much more stable than they were before. So
Mm.
it's not going to cure anything, and I'll never make that claim. But my goodness, it helps me with my anxiety. It
Yeah.
helps me with my PTSD, mostly from his seizures,
Yes.
because they are horrific.
Yeah.
But so many other people that I help, people with cancer, people with Alzheimer's, dementia,
Mhm. Mhm.
autism. I have one, well, he's not young. He's a grown man, but his dad comes in with him in the store and talks about how much my products have helped him keep him
Mm.
calmer and not be so agitated. And it just, hearing those kind of stories, they mean everything to me. And that's
That
why
is
I love what I do, and being recognized by today's woman is just it means so much to me. It does.
yes, Didi. How much did you have to fight through the mindsets that your products are actually a help more so than some of the medications? I know that was like a huge hurdle.
Yes. And it still is. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. There's still such a stigma,
Yeah.
and we had had it shoved down our throats forever that cannabis, marijuana, whatever you want to call it. I like
Yeah.
personally cannabis. Marijuana is a derogatory term that they thought up in the 30s, and it
Mm-hmm.
only hurt people of color. So I do not like
Mm-hmm.
to use marijuana as the term. So, our own government owns a patent on it. Most people don't even know that. It talks about how it helps people with schizophrenia, how it helps people with seizures and epilepsy, and it talks about Parkinson's disease. So
Yes.
there is tons of research out there, but the way our government, took it from us, it's
Yeah.
still hard to change people's minds. I mean, every day everyone's like, "This is legal." I said, "It is." They took
Mm-hmm.
the plant and made hemp at 0.3% THC Delta 9, and then
Mm-hmm.
marijuana that they call is anything over that. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you can still get a pretty good sized gummy from the hemp plant,
Yeah.
quote
Yeah.
unquote. So, but yeah, it's definitely been difficult, but I think at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I think once people like learn why I'm doing it and the
Yeah.
fact that I am honest and I don't I never got in this business to be rich.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what to me it was about. And still isn't, and I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So which is okay. I still go to work every day, just like other
Yeah.
people do. And I just never had those rose colored glasses on like other people that got into the industry do. And
Yeah.
I've always been about for everyone, even including my competitors. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they try to take these products away from us. It seems like every legislative session, and it seems
Mm-hmm.
like every legislative session we are trying to fight, which I know we're not the only industry. There are
Right.
plenty of other things out there where so many people are fighting for things, but it just amazes me at how people think that, oh, this is
Yeah.
we've legalized weed and all that. I'm like, so what?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would much rather someone use these products than be addicted to opiates.
Yes. 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 Which is a very it's a crisis
It
um,
is.
in in our country and in our city in particular. Now, Didi, you said you started this out of a passion for your husband's seizure.
Mhm.
Now, when you did y'all both collectively come up with this as a resort for his seizures, or whose idea was it?
So it was kind of both of ours.
Okay.
He actually went out west and learned about CBD oil and how to make it. So he
Mm,
started the processing side and the manufacturing side of the hemp. And then
mhm.
I was a paralegal for 20 years. So I
Oh
was on
wow.
I was on the legal side. So but my hours got cut I
Mhm,
think it was in 2016, and I had just started using his products because of
mhm.
my own anxiety. And Zoloft did not work for me. It gave me irritable
Right.
bowel syndrome. I never had
Right.
that crap before.
Right.
So when I was like, "But my hours get cut. What are we gonna do?" It really hadn't taken off for him, and he's like, I said, do you think that I could maybe try to sell this? I said, because people need it, you know? And he's like, he goes, yeah. I said, I'm not a salesperson. I said, I'm like too honest. And he goes, I think you'd be great at it. So I
Mm,
must say that his products have been easy to sell because they work.
yes.
And, you know, when people thought it was snake oil, I said, I promise you, if you try it, you know, you just have to try it and use it. It's not snake oil. And I
Yeah.
think people are slowly coming around, and more stuff is, you know, as more states legalize too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were always more about getting high, when in reality CBD oil doesn't get you high, but your
Mm-hmm.
body uses it. And the reason your body uses it is because we all have an endocannabinoid system. And that was
Mm-hmm.
supposedly just discovered back in the 90s. So
Mm-hmm.
you have that, and your endocannabinoid system regulates so many different things in your body, but people
Mm-hmm.
don't feel it. They don't feel that CBD oil working, so they don't think it does. But in
Mm-hmm.
reality, your body needs it. Your body actually needs cannabinoids. I try to tell people to think of it like a vitamin,
Yeah.
that it's something that your body actually does need. We used to get it in the food we ate because animals would eat the plants. And then
Mm.
that's how we would get cannabinoids. We also actually produce cannabinoids in our brain too, just not
Mm-hmm.
enough because we're not getting the
Mm-hmm.
fuel that we need. So and I could, oh gosh, I
Well,
could bore you with the
I
science.
no, I feel your passion. And so what brought a question that came to my mind, you said you have a legal background, but
Mhm,
you explained that, and I'm not a science person, but
mhm.
how I mean, how did you go from the legal background to being I know being from the legal background, you do a lot of research and reading, but how did you get like passionate? Because I hear the passion in your voice
Thank
about
you.
the medical side of it so that you can educate people about the benefits of cannabis.
I I mean, other than just learning and reading and teaching myself and hearing my customers how it was helping them, I
Mm-hmm.
think that is really what fueled it for me. And I am constantly learning. Like every day I am reading a new research, I am reading whatever new advancement there is,
Yeah.
whatever new cannabinoid that's been discovered, or even the ones that, oh, wow, this helps with this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it is a constant learning, but I love it. I have
Mm-hmm.
always loved learning new things and doing that research because yeah, that's really what I had to do. It was
Mm-hmm.
a it was a total career change for me,
Yeah.
like completely. Now,
Yeah.
my legal background definitely helped. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it came to a lot of legalities that we had with
Mm-hmm.
Delta 8 and the things that happened there in the state. And I was on the backside helping the attorneys so we could win that fight. And we won those products. They're legal. And I
Mm-hmm.
knew it and I fought it and I won, and it benefited everybody.
Yeah.
And I know the sad thing is that there are a lot of products out there that I will not carry in my store. And there's a
Mm-hmm.
reason I do not carry those products.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, to me, it's important if you're going to be in a business like this that is more geared towards healthcare, you have
Mm-hmm.
to be passionate about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're not and you're selling junk, you're just in it for the money. And
Mm-hmm.
and I think my customers know. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
know how
People
I
know
feel
the
about
difference.
things.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
People know the difference of where what you're in, what you're in it for, because
Yeah.
it comes across. Like I said, I hear the passion in your voice. Y'all go vote for Dierdre Taylor right now at today'swomannow.com in the healthcare category.
Hmm.
Dierdre Taylor, thank you so much. How can people stay connected with you? Some people may want to get with you and learn more about 502 and 812 hemp.
I am on every single social you can imagine. So, but they can always come in the store. They can ask for me. They can talk to we have a lot of certified cannabis consultants as well
Okay.
that they have a certification from the University of Boulder. So even if I'm not available, my team is amazing. And a lot of them, they do know more than I do. They will tell you they don't, but some of them I'm blessed. I am truly blessed. So if anyone has any questions, I'm always here to help. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You can even contact, if you get on my website and do the little chat box, you actually end up
Mhm.
talking to me. So,
Well, and where's
yes.
the store located, Dee Dee?
We're at 201 Mosier Road. They're on the East End, and then over
Okay.
in Clarksville, we're at Lewis and Clark Parkway.
Okay, Lewis and Clark, 812. I'm
Yep.
close to that. I'm gonna stop by and see you, Dee Dee.
Oh, please
812.
Please do.
I am. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations again, listeners.
Thank
Y'all go
you.
vote for Dee Dee Taylor right now. Visit her store at 502 Hemp at 812 Hemp. Connect with her on all social media, and then we hope to see Dee Dee's name announced on June 10th. And we got another coming up, so we'll be back on the Real Talk Live pop-ups for the 2025 Today's Woman Most Admired Women nominees. Bye-bye, y'all.